What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along on this Saturday afternoon, sunny Saturday afternoon as well. Be nice to watch this game outside, to be honest, but it is what it is. Crystal Palace against Manchester City, people, the FA Cup final. In fact, the more I think about it, and we spoke about this the other day, Arsenal should be playing in this cup final. Forget watching it. Forget, doing a watch along watching other teams. Arsenal should be at Wembley today playing against Man City. But it is what it is, people. We're here. And Palace against Man City. I'm going to be honest. I do like Crystal Palace. I think, as you guys know, I've been friends with Yannick Bolasie for a long time. Used to go and watch Palace play. Him and Zaha are on the wings. So I would like to see Palace win this. Not just because we've battled with Man City over the last couple of years, but I do like the way Palace play. They got some good players, and I'm supposed to remain neutral in these watch-alongs, but definitely I'll be supporting Palace today, people. Big up to everyone locked in. Hope you are well. Like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. The New York Knicks, I see a lot of you mentioning it, man. New York. It's going crazy right now. It's going absolutely crazy after they knocked out the Celtics, man. Battered them last night as well. Handled business. Eastern Conference Finals against Indiana. So looking forward to it. Indiana Pacers are a bit of a difficult team to play against, though. Halliburton and them. I see the scenes that I saw in New York. I seen people climbing on top of buildings, at the traffic lights, all sorts, man. If they actually win the championship, I think New York will explode. It's crazy. I can't lie. But yeah, I know it's the Nuggets against OKC tonight, 3-3 to make it to the Western Conference Finals. So yeah, man, a lot going on in sport at the moment. Come on, Palace, my hometown team, up the Eagles. Everyone from South London loves Palace, innit? Pretty much. Do you know what? Yeah, the P.O. box. A few of you have been asking me. I'm going to get a P.O. box sorted. 100%, real quick. A few of you, I know, part-time party's been asking. DJ also get that P.O. box ready, Big C. The Brunson jersey is waiting. I will get it sorted. Give me a few days. I'll get the P.O. box sorted this week. There's a few people who want to send some clothing. They got their own fashion brands and things like that. Yeah, Cruz wasn't happy about Celtics being knocked out. He's blaming Tatum's injury and Porzingis' lack of fitness. So yeah, but I didn't let him get away with that. I said your team got cooked. Anyway, today, people, is FA Cup final day. You know what's crazy, man? I remember being a kid, and I don't know how you guys grew up, but when I was young, we didn't have like all of Sky Sports and all of that. So the FA Cup final day was a big day because it was like the games on normal TV. There'd be a build-up show from like 12 o'clock. You'd have like 3 hours of just straight build up, and I would watch it all day. I felt like it was one of the biggest games of the season. It was at the end of the season. I don't know if it's because Arsenal aren't in the final, but the FA Cup just doesn't feel that big of a game anymore. I swear it almost feels like a Carabao Cup final, which is a shame, man, because I think the FA Cup was unique growing up, man. And over the years, you've seen managers putting out weak teams. I think now these clubs prioritise where they get the money, and the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, they don't pay big money. So I feel like this competition's been watered down. I would love Arsenal to be in this final today. I'm not going to lie. But I do think around the country in general, the FA Cup is not viewed the same anymore. Like I said, a lot of big teams put out weaker sides for it. It's not made a priority. The build-up to the game isn't as good. I did see a nice little bit they just did there about Eze. Yeah, and it's because of money. It's because of money, because I think this is a huge game. I love the FA Cup. It's the last time we won anything of any significance, but it's because of the money that these clubs will prioritise Europe and getting in the top four ahead of the Carabao Cup. But this would be massive. So many fans disrespect the cups. You've heard even Arsenal fans say, "Oh, we're not interested in them cups and this." You cannot pick and choose cup competitions as a football fan and as a football club. There's only 4 trophies to win. Most of the time, we don't win the Champions League. We haven't won the Prem for 20 years. So clubs need to start winning this. I still love the FA Cup. I'm going to be honest. Hope Palace win, definitely. MJ, when are you, man, ever in finals? Relax, man. We're the record FA Cup holders. You know what I mean? And we won the We Beat Real Madrid Cup as well, people. If you'd have checked Twitter, you'd think we'd won a trophy for winning that game. But yeah. FA Cup was massive growing up. The build-up used to be all day. It was mad. Chris said, Curtis, you should get Yardman in the show. It would be hilarious. I speak to Yardman, you know. I could definitely get him on. And I know he's doing more now in terms of content. Not just money, Big C. Fans want to get one over rivals. It's all about banter. Nobody cares about cups. It's crazy, isn't it? That's the direction that football's gone. Uncle Curtis, you need to be here when the Knicks make the final. New York will be a war. I'm going to be honest. If the Knicks make the finals, I'm gonna look and see if it adds up. Because I was told by a friend of mine who I speak to in America, he said that finals tickets are very expensive. So I don't want to pay crazy money, but if I can get if it adds up and it's not too expensive and they're in the finals, maybe we get over, man. Madison Square Garden and, you know, Knicks against where it would either be Minnesota, the Nuggets, or OKC. Yeah, we'll definitely have a look and see if it adds up, especially New York prices. Exactly. Big up Mohammed, who said, hey, Curtis, love you, brother. I'm an Aussie LFC fan, but love your real emotions. May God continue to bless you and your channel towards bigger things. Bless up, bro. Appreciate the kind words, man. And appreciate you locked in to the community today. Knicks were cooking. Yeah, man. Brunson. The Brunson jersey is definitely pending, I think. It's definitely pending. Let's go through the teams. Crystal Palace, Henderson in goal. Richards, Lacroix, Gahey. They're saying this could be Gahey's last game. Could be heading to Newcastle. Munoz and Mitchell could be his last game. Out of contract this summer, Tyreek Mitchell. Adam Wharton and Kamada in midfield. Saw, Eze and Mateta. Could be Eze's last game for the club. Could be Mateta's last game for the club. On the bench, Matt Turner. Marvellous Matt Turner. I once said he was worse than Tina Turner in goal. Joel Ward, Nathaniel Klein, Eze? I don't know. Not Eze, Essie. Will Hughes, Ben Chilwell, Devaney, Lerma, and Edward Nketiah. Can you imagine if Eddie Nketiah comes off the bench and scores the winner? Like, honestly, I think I'd go crazy. I think I would actually celebrate more than I've ever celebrated an Eddie Nketiah goal in my life. The Manchester City team, Ortega in goal, Akanji, O'Reilly, who's been very impressive, Vardiol and Diaz at centre-back, Bernardo Silva. I heard from somebody last week who's done some work at Manchester City that Bernardo Silva, they reckon Bernardo Silva's leaving this summer. We've heard that before, so I'm not too sure, but they were insistent that this will be his last season, so we'll see. Bernardo, Kevin De Bruyne, who we know it is Kevin De Bruyne's last season in a Manchester City shirt. Savinho, Doku, Mamouche, and Haaland. That is an unbelievably attacking team. Bernardo and De Bruyne are basically attacking midfielders. Savinho and Doku, very attacking wingers, and basically 2 strikers. He's literally going all-out attack, Pep. Phil Foden on the bench. What a terrible season it's been for him. Pep is not interested in no defensive midfielder. Gonzalez and Gundogan on the bench. The bench is Edison, Kuzanov, Nunez, Reese, Gundogan, Gonzalez, Echeverry, Grealish, and Foden. Yeah, I'm with you, Ice Age. His numbers may not reflect it, but that Savinho, to me, is a baller. Honestly, I think he's a very, very good. I think he's 21 years of age. Hell of a player, in my opinion. Yeah, Chesney, man. EastEnders. Bill Bowden. What a stinker of a season it's been for him. He'll be hoping to get off the bench and do something. Forever a Gunner, I always wonder, how do journalists get any transfer news before us? I mean, the spy cams around the agents. I think sometimes it's leaked out to the journalist by the club or by the agent. So, yeah, they get little leaked information. Sharif said, big up, see, I'm streaming you from Wembley Stadium. No troll. Would be crazy if Palace won a trophy and Arsenal 0 in 5. Big up to you. Looks a great atmosphere in Wembley. I can't lie, man. It does look good. MJ, Big C, you taking Maguire up top over Havertz. Bro, I'd rather put you up front than Havertz. I can't lie. Just sell him. Just get rid of him. Just put it straight on Maguire's slab head, you know? We will be doing that watch-along on Wednesday, by the way. Yeah, Mateta is wearing his... I mean, I think I called it a nappy. Somebody said Cisco thong song. He looks like he's got his girlfriend's thong on his head. I don't know what it is, but Mateta looks wild. Surely they could have got a better looking mask than that. Make him look like a Ninja Turtle or something, you know? I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, Newcastle, Arsenal tomorrow. You know what? Put Arsenal out of my mind. Get it out of my mind. I'm at the point now we can see the finish line. I feel like the person in the 100-meter Olympic final that has trained all year, that can see Usain Bolt in the distance running away with the gold medal. I'm trying my hardest to just finish second, and I just want the race to end. That's how I feel as an Arsenal fan. Get through tomorrow's game and keep it moving. Southampton game will be like a pre-season friendly. We'll probably smash them next week. And then that's it. Finish line, holidays, Club World Cup, Unity Cup, Jamaica, Ghana, Trinidad, Nigeria. We will be there, people. That's how I'm moving right now, man. Honestly, I want the Premier League season to finish as an Arsenal fan. We'll do Conference League, Europa League, and Champions League final watch-alongs, and then lock it off. That's where I'm at with it, people. And then let's concentrate on NBA and the summer and the holidays. It has been one of the most draining seasons. We were never really in the race. I never even got excited about this season. The summer transfer window was garbage. The season's been flat. It's never felt really like we could win the league. The January transfer window was an absolute embarrassment to the football club. The Champions League run kept this season above water in the sense, you know, it kept that excitement level. But yeah, not enjoyable. Leahy said, if we lose the last two games, could we still miss out? We could, but I think it's near enough impossible. If we lose to Southampton, I mean, honestly, that but tomorrow will be difficult. Tomorrow will be difficult, man. Newcastle, I don't even want to think about it. I'm trying to focus on today. There was a little bit of Gyökeres news. It's not a great source. It's that Footy Insider, which isn't great. Talks are advancing between Arsenal and Gyökeres. They believe the deal could be wrapped up after the Spanish Cup final. The Portuguese Cup final, which is next week. They've got their last league game this week. If they win the league. And then if they win next week, obviously it would be a cup double. So they reckon he'll leave after that. Redemption said, Curtis, that presser from Arteta is worrying. I didn't like the language that was being used. It was very Arsene Wenger. You know, we want this, but we can only do this. I was like, bro, I've been hearing war chests for the last 2 months. Now you're downplaying the financial power. I didn't like that, but... At the same time, what you don't want to do as a manager is go in a press conference and say, we got a big bag of money here, because all they're going to do is put the price up. So maybe he's playing it down to keep the prices down. Marcel said Palace will be in the Europa League if they win this. I really, really hope Palace win this. I couldn't believe that Crystal Palace have never won a major trophy in their entire history, i.e. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, obviously a Premier League title. And nothing in Europe. I think they've won the Championship or the playoffs, but nothing. So as a club their size and what they're doing in the Prem and the players that they've got, they should be doing something. Salman said, best thing this season was Berta signing. Let's be honest, 100%. That's the biggest signing we've made this season was Berta. 100 million %. Listen, in terms of this game today, Manchester City... I think Pep's rolled the dice. That is a ridiculously attacking team. No defensive midfielder. 2 attacking midfielders in centre mid. 2 wingers and 2 strikers. They're probably either going to bop Crystal Palace off this pitch and be so dominant, or they're going to get picked off on the counter-attack because they have no defensive protection. That front three of Palace, Saw, who caused Arsenal a lot of problems, especially in the Europa League, I think when he was at Rennes. Eze, who... Listen, Eze, this should be his last season at Crystal Palace. No disrespect to Palace. Eze has reached that point now where he deserves to be at one of the big clubs. I'd take him at Arsenal. He's being heavily linked with Tottenham, which is annoying. And even Mateta, I think you look at how weak the striker market is at the moment. I think even he deserves a move, to be honest. But I would love to see Palace win this. But it'll be difficult. But it's all about what they do on the counter-attack. So if you see me celebrating Palace goals, forgive me, people. But I like Palace as a club. Chris said, funniest day of TV moment, Stricto throwing his season ticket away. I was wild still. I'm sure he must have climbed on the roof afterwards and got it, though, because he was at the game a couple of weeks later. But yeah, it was a funny one. That's a way of making an impact. De Bruyne and Bernardo in midfield is either genius or insanity. Yeah, we probably will do a watch-along for the Women's Champions League final, you know. Even though apparently Barcelona's team is far stronger, but it's the only chance of silverware Arsenal Football Club have got. Why does Arteta not take the cup seriously? Bro, I've got no idea. I've got absolutely no idea. Curtis, would you take Gyökeres, Rodrigo, Cunha, Zubimendi and Mitchell if it meant losing Gabriel and Martinelli? Wow. I would hate to lose Gabriel. That's a hell of a transfer window, though. I don't even mind losing Martinelli. It's Gabriel. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Gabriel's hard to replace, bro. We'll just gamble. Roll the dice. Why not? Just give me all the attacking talent. Yeah, let's do it. But obviously, in all fairness, I don't want Gabriel to go anywhere. He's probably my favourite Arsenal player at the moment. But anyway, we are underway, people. We are underway. FA Cup final. Someone's down already. Vardio. Arteta took the cup seriously. We weren't good enough. I think it was just for... Yeah, maybe he did. When I think about it, we lost to Newcastle over 2 legs. We was at full strength. Man United, we had a strong team out. We lost to a weak Man United with 10 players. So in terms of Arteta, he did pick strong teams, but we just didn't turn up. But is it an Arteta problem more that he doesn't motivate them enough for these games? You think he'd love the cups considering the FA Cup's his trophy. Would you take Iwobi back at Arsenal? Nah. I was happy to sell him for that price. I thought Iwobi, when he first came through at Arsenal, was going to be a real star when he was doing the shotgun celebration. I felt he faded very quickly at Arsenal. Curtis, what's your favourite Jordan trainers? I like 4s. I like Jordan 4s, to be honest. 1s are the classics, but I prefer 4s. It's the players, Curtis, as Kevin Campbell once said. Yeah. Well, more than once, actually. More than once. I think City are going to totally dominate the game today. Is Doku. It's all going to be about that counter-attack for Palace. 5s, 3s and 4s. I do like 3s as well. I do like the 3s. I haven't had 3s for a few years, though. But the 4s, I've got a couple pairs of 4s. 11s, yeah? No, the 11s. Hope it don't go to pens. Nah, sometimes these cup finals are boring. I don't think this will be. I think City's team is too attacking. Mitchell against Savinho will be a good battle today, man. New kit is out. Are you going to the Armoury? Am I going? Going? Already been, bro. Kit review was on the channel the same morning. Don't you worry about that. I know they've leaked the away kits, haven't they? We'll have a look at them, actually, at half-time. Most of the leaks have been pretty accurate so far, so I think think the elite kits are usually. I think the away kit's going to be this white kit with the sort of burgundy collar, and then the third kit's going to be like that lightning blue pattern on it. We'll take a look at half time actually. Oh yeah, it's shameless. When you embrace the shamelessness, people, they can't hold it against you. You see, here's Savinho. Savinho against Mitchell is going to be a battle. Is that a foul? Referee says no. The thing with Palace, they can't sit back too much. They can't sit back too much. Yeah, bro, that shirt got copped within about an hour of the store opening. I think it opens at 9 by 10 a.m. That was in the bag. I didn't get the players version. Nah. Nah, £120. No. No, I don't go to that extent. The material, I think they say it's a bit lighter, it gets a bit more air through it, but nah. £85 bad enough. Never mind 120. It's an absolute rip-off. What makes it worse is it says the whole shirt is made from recyclable material. So basically, you're paying £120 for a t-shirt that's probably made with plastic bottles. Oh, Liverpool, here we go on Frimpong. Fabrizio. Wow. There we go. 35 million euros. You're looking at less than £30 million. That transition will be very interesting because he's more of a wing back than a fullback. But I respect the no messing around thing from Liverpool. You lose Trent, couple weeks later, Frimpong, and that's how you've got to manage your team. That's an absolute bargain. I'll be totally honest, I don't know how good he is. Whenever I've watched him play for Leverkusen, most of what I see from him is him attacking. I don't see him defend that much, so how good is he? Yeah, the Dutch contingent at Liverpool, obviously the manager, then you got Gravenberch, you got Gakpo, you got Van Dijk, and now you got Frimpong. But yeah, Fabrizio, here we go. Agreement done for the Dutch right back. Leverkusen are informed that the €35 million release clause has been triggered. Frimpong will sign a 5-year deal, medical now being scheduled. I don't know if you guys heard the show that I did the other day with Ben Jacobs, but he was talking about this window at the start of June where basically FIFA have opened the transfer window for 10 days to allow clubs to do business for the Club World Cup. But rather than just doing, oh, it's Haaland, oh, good save by Henderson, goes out for a corner. He counts as a homegrown player, does he? Yeah, because he came for it at Man City, didn't he? Basically, they've opened the window for 10 days and enabled everybody to do business. But some clubs have not agreed to it, some leagues. So I think he said the Spanish league and one or two others. So basically, the Prem clubs can get ahead of these clubs if they do their business early, because a lot of big clubs will be out of that first 10 days. So we've got to get business done early. So you've got to get your Gyökeres and those guys wrapped up in that first 10 days of June for me. Corner to Manchester City. De Bruyne. In swinger. It's high. It's headed away. Comes out to the edge of the box. Savinho clips it in. Good block. I tell you what, the whole game has pretty much been on the edge of Crystal Palace's penalty area. City totally dominating. Yeah, for those of you just tuned in, Fabrizio's just done Here We Go on Frimpong to Liverpool. 5-year contract, 35 million euros. I think Leverkusen will be pretty annoyed that they didn't renegotiate that contract. A player of his quality, to lose him for that little is would be very disappointing for them. There we go. Jeremy Frimpong set to join Liverpool. Here we go. You're looking at what, about 30 million quid? How good is he defensively? People who watched him for Leverkusen, you may have watched him more than me. How good is he? Because everyone used to say with Trent, not great defensively, but brilliant going forward. Is this guy any better defensively? Another corner to City, cleared away. Comes back out to Savinho. Rolls it into Mamouche. That's a great turn. The cross isn't great, though. See, this is the problem. Palace win the ball back. They've got no space. De Bruyne nicks it off Eze. It's cleared again. They are absolutely swarming Crystal Palace at the moment. Owen said he's not better than Trent. Nora said he's not good enough. Wow. Be interesting. Trent had zero interest in defending. Sometimes. Not all the time. He's poor defensively. I think they were saying that Liverpool wanted more speed in their team. So he's definitely quick. He's rapid. I don't know how good he is defensively, to be honest. He just looks like a great athlete. First half attack for Palace, and they lose the ball straight away. Kurt said he's better than Trent when you look at the stats, but not elite. We have the real Dutch boss, Timber. I'm definitely happy with Timber. Frimpong, 30 million. McAllister, 35. When you look at Liverpool's team, right? Don't get me wrong. They've spent big money on some players. It hasn't worked. So you look at Darwin Núñez and players like that. Keita, when he was at Liverpool, wasn't great. But you're looking at players like McAllister, 35 million. Gravenberch, 35 million. I think Diaz cost about 35 to 40. Salah cost 35. Firmino cost about 35. Mane cost around that price as well. They've done some great business at good value. Konate as well, when you look at how much he cost. So they seem to always get players around that. I think Gakpo was around 35, 40 million as well. That seems to be their price. Gakpo is a player I would have taken at Arsenal. I like Gakpo. Scores goals, tall, can play up front, can play on the left. I think the problem at Liverpool, because they got Diaz and Gakpo, they rotate a lot. So you don't see the best of Gakpo. City on the attack, good tackle. Come on, Palace, man. They need to break. That's a foul. That should be a yellow. Oh, De Bruyne won the ball. I thought he was going to get booked. Chris said I'd rather have Havertz and Marino than Højlund. Yeah, 100%. Højlund is awful. The thing with Højlund, I get United fans are angry with him. It's not his fault. People have to understand, Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, the biggest club in England. The expectation and the pressure at Manchester United is huge. They not long got rid of Cristiano Ronaldo. And you bring in a guy from Italy in his early 20s who scored 10 league goals. What did they expect to happen? They've signed him too early. He needed another year, 18 months before you realise whether he was good enough to play for United or not. So I don't understand. United signed Højlund and Xerxes, and I don't think any of them are good enough. Really, they should have combined that money and bought somebody else. I don't know why nobody signed Ivan Toney. I don't know why nobody signed Osimhen. Those would be better deals. If I was Man United, I'd get rid of Højlund in the summer because teams in Italy will still take him. Corner whipped in, header by Diaz, saved by Henderson. Not enough power on it there. Man United have not even reached 40 points. The thing with United and Tottenham, listen, I watched the games last night. They're not bothered now. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not making excuses for them. They're both terrible. But they're not bothered. They're not bothered. They just want to win the Europa League. Because the reality is, whichever one of those teams wins the Europa League, they've rescued a terrible season. The one that loses, they've arguably had their worst season ever. I mean, Man United's last league game is... Who's their last league game against? Villa at home. They'll lose that as well. So I don't think Man United will make 40 points. I think they'll lose to Villa. Tottenham have got Brighton at home. I don't know with Brighton. Tony in 2025. No, 2024. When did they sign Højlund? Last year? Was it summer 2024? Or it might have even been 2023. Ivan Toney was a no-brainer at that time for 40 million. He's 10 times better than Højlund and Xerxes, bro. Are you afraid a Europa League win transforms them? In terms of United, I don't think it will transform them, but it will push them further down that line quicker. You know? I think they will go from like Liam Delap to like Osimhen, that sort of... It will change the players that they can get. Ball whipped in by Savinho, headed away. Raza said, big up Curtis, hope you and the Heavily are well. I was saying on yesterday's stream you made a generational fumble. You should have got Shaw 14 on the back. Yeah, maybe. You know what? Growing up, I'll be totally honest with you. I love the number 9. That was my number. Because R9, Ronaldo, was my original favourite striker. So anytime I went to a club, they said, what number do you want to wear? I said, yo, I want that number 9 shirt. You know what I mean? So I never really walked around with Shaw 14 on the back. I know Henri made 14 very fashionable, of course, but... Oh, header goes just over by Akanji. Yeah, I love the number 9 shirt, man. The family, yeah, I was thinking you meant the... Autocorrect kicked in, you know? Yeah, Leipzig will not be in Europe next season. So Xavi Simons and Sesko, they're saying, will both be available for a lower price. And I did see Xavi Simons to Liverpool links. They want the Dutch takeover, man. I hope that all of a sudden Leipzig don't offer Sesko out at a reduced price, because you know Arsenal will be all over it. So I hope not. City dominating the game in true tiki-taka fashion. Please don't make this a boring FA Cup final, man. I want goals. I want excitement, you know? Big up for clicking on and replying. No worries, bro. No worries. Yeah, I think they paid about 50 million for Xavi Simons. MJ said, we gave Ten Hag too much power. Absolute bum. Yeah, Ten Hag... I think Ten Hag, you know, even though he won 2 trophies at United, I reckon he set United back probably 3 or 4 years. Real talk. The trophies covered up how bad he was, but when you look at a lot of his recruitment, dreadful. Absolutely dreadful manager. Lacked charisma and personality, but at the end of the day, we'll all take a boring manager that wins you trophies and builds the club for the future. I think Ten Hag was an awful manager. Really, really poor manager. He left a mess at United when you look at players that he bought. But again, you need that sporting director. The way football is nowadays, you need the sporting director to handle the recruitment. And that's how you gain your success. MJ said, to be fair, if we get Cunha, Osimhen and a keeper, listen, I'm not capping. You guys know I want Cunha at Arsenal. I want Cunha at Arsenal. Ben Jacobs said Berta met with him last week, but he said United are in the driving seat to get him. Come on, Palace. First decent attack. Munoz, right-hand side. Mateta's in the area. Whips in. Yeah! Eze! Yo! Bring that guy to the carpet. That's the guy, man. The guy's been through all that pain. Released by 5 clubs. Released by Arsenal. Eze gives Crystal Palace the lead. Bring him to the carpet. Bring him to the carpet ASAP. First chance of the game. And Eze, side foot volley, bottom corner. Wow, what a goal. What a goal. Just shows, don't it? All that Pep Guardiola boring football. Tiki-taka the whole first 20 minutes. Look at Mateta's hold-up play, man. I'm telling you, people are sleeping on this guy, Mateta. Munoz, what a run. What a ball. What a finish. Are you mad? Crystal Palace, the Eagles. The Eagles are flying, people. Nah, Eze's different, man. Eze's different. Eze is different. Bring him to the carpet, man. The annoying thing is this guy's being linked with Tottenham. I swear if this guy goes to Tottenham, it's a joke. What a finish that is. Side foot volley, bottom corner. Ortega, no chance. Crystal Palace 1. Manchester City 0. There you go. Eagles are flying. I don't know if you guys saw the build-up to the game. They did a little 5-minute interview with Eze and speaking to his brothers and stuff, saying how hurt he was when he got released by Arsenal as a kid, went on trial to Bristol City, Sunderland, Millwall, all these teams were rejecting him. And you could see in the highlights, even when he was younger, man, he's taking on 3 or 4 players like it's nothing. And then got his chance at QPR. They believed in him, done his thing in the Championship, went to Palace. I really hope he gets a big move. The guy is a serious football player. Serious football player. What a goal. So happy for Palace. I hope they win this game, man. Imagine Palace in Europe. Beresford Productions, big up Big C going to Wembley tomorrow for the first time to watch Man United win the Women's FA Cup, hopefully. That, yeah, it'd be a good game. Good weather as well. MJ Croydon, stand up. Pep nowhere near my goat. Sir Alex, yeah. Shot by Mamouche, blocked. I still think, and I'm not just saying this because you've said it. If you said to me, I think Ferguson is still the Premier League GOAT. I don't think that Pep has overtaken him. Even with 4 in a row, I just don't. I think the teams that Ferguson built, the ability to lose Beckham, get Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo goes, Rooney, you know, he could rebuild whatever. And I think the Prem was more competitive them times as well. But listen, that's not taking anything away from Pep. The guy's a genius. And also, I think at times, the football that Pep plays is not as enjoyable. They try and smother teams. Come on, Palace. Let's get another goal here. I want Pep going crazy. Oh, come on. They've got it again. Eze. That's a great ball out wide. Here we go. Right-hand side. Ball with Timothy. Save. Oh, Ortega saved it. Come on, Palace. Say that you need me. Say that you need me. Always. What's that song they sing, man? I don't know what it is. You know, they're fans behind the goal. They all wear the black T-shirts. I don't know what the words are, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Free kick, I think. Nearly 2-0. What a ball by Eze. Munoz. That Munoz been one of the best right-backs in the Prem this season. He's been one of the best right-backs in the Prem. Oh, it was Saw. They're getting bodies in the area, I'm telling you, Pep. All this all-out attack, bro. I don't know if that's going to work. De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva double pivot. Them man ain't tracking back no one. They can't run. 2 old men in centre midfield. Fergie is the GOAT. Look at the trophy. Yeah, he is. Painfully, because he was Wenger's rival. So I take no pleasure in saying that, by the way. But Ferguson's the GOAT, man, in the Prem. No doubt about it. Even at the end, the man won a title with Phil Jones and them, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, glad all over, something like that. You know, yeah, glad all over. You know what I meant, innit? I didn't know the words. I'm just mumbling. Glad all over, something like that. I'm glad you lot all know the words. I definitely don't, but yeah, man. Palace, the team for the man, them. You know what time it is? South London. The culture's strong at Palace, man. From Zaha and Balassi days and all that. Brio, have you seen Arsenal wages overpaying just to compete? Like the win bonuses won't excite the Cronkays, never mind new signings. Yeah, I told you, it probably cost them more money to win the title because the bonuses would be crazy. I'm a Palace fan today. Bro, I think everyone who isn't a Manchester City fan will want Crystal Palace to win this game. That's the reality of the situation. Why would anybody want City to win? Who's Palace rivals? I think it's Brighton, isn't it? Maybe Brighton fans don't want them. Yeah, Ted Lasso was at Crystal Palace. Obviously, KG was in Ted Lasso. So he's been involved in that. I like Palace, man. Yeah, I'm glad Rossi knows the words, man. Look at that. 83% possession for Manchester City, and they're losing. I love this. I love this, people. I want Pep to go trophyless. I want Pep trophyless this season. They've stunk out the place so much they don't deserve no trophy. Yeah, Millwall as well. South London's finest, he knows. Pep they don't deserve a trophy. They've stunk out the joint this year. I want him to go trophyless. Eddie winning an FA Cup before Saka. Saka was in the squad when we won it, but he didn't play no part. But yeah, Eddie and Ketia lifting an FA Cup will be very shameless. Here's Eze up against the Kanji. He's chilling now. Let's get Eddie an FA Cup for all the the jokes that I may have ran over the last 4, 5 years for Axel Foley, Eddie Murphy, the King of Zamunda. Pep closer to Wenger than my goat, says MJ. He's not having it. All ball over the top. Henderson, what are you doing? Misses the ball. Haaland keeps it in. Rolls it to the edge of the box. Body's back. Great defending, Palace. Yo, I'm loving this Palace performance. Loving this Palace performance. Go on. Put him under pressure. Don't foul him. Oh, great running. Yes, Palace. Great running there. Yo, I swear, I'm so hyped for Palace today. I'm sorry, he's give the throw into City. I want City to lose this game so much. I want Pep to be slapping himself in the face. Ricky said, Pep and Arteta are overthinking sometimes, stinks the place out. One is a genius at the richest, biggest clubs. One is a wannabe genius at Arsenal. The thing with Pep, his genius has worked at times. He's done crazy things. They've won trebles. They've won 4 in a row. So whatever mad things he does, a lot of the time it works. When you're doing crazy things and you're ending up trophyless, that's not genius. That's stupidity. That's stupidity, bro. Do you know what I mean? If you do crazy things and you get a good outcome, you're a genius. You do crazy things and you fail, you're stupid. And that's the biggest difference, I'm afraid. MJ said Palace real rivals are Tooting and Mitcham. Them South London teams, you know. Top Gooner said the FA Cup is beneath them. Yeah, we're not interested in them trophies. We've got bigger fish to fry, people. What is going on here? They trying to send off Henderson and say that's handball. If he gets a red card for this, I might lock the stream off. Basically, ball over the top. Henderson came out to collect it. I think he might have handballed it outside the area. Haaland was challenging him. I think he's gone to catch it. It's touched his hand. He might have been outside the area. They give him a red card. I'll lock this stream off. I don't think they are. I think they're letting him off. Was he outside the area? I can't tell. Is his hand out? I mean, his foot's on the line. Yeah, they can't tell. Just play on, man. Relax. You know what I mean? That would have been Mac Tina Turner coming on. You might as well lock the game off. Them guys at City are saying, listen, man, get the bank details now, man. We'll just drop it in there now. Get the red card. Now, no red card. Ref said play on. They're trying to help out City, man. What are you doing here? Here's Doku. Goes past Saar. Rolls it into Mamouche. Into Haaland. Oh, good tackle. Here we go. Counter-attack. Look at Mateta. Bang! Bang! Just running through people. He's a bit clumsy at times. Oh, Doku give the guy the dirtiest meg there. Is he going to get booked for that? Is that Richards? Refs? No. I don't think he's given it. Doku megged him. I think he dived. Filthy meg. Yeah, you're embarrassing yourself, mate. That's a joke. He should be booked there for diving. That's embarrassing. Mateta's an animal, bro. He's just an old school animal. He's got his shirt tucked in. He looks like a striker from 1994. You know what I mean? He's old school. Just trying to bully defenders, running through them. I'm telling you, sometimes we have a bit of snobbery. We all do it. We've got to get the glitzy name from abroad. I mean, it's not like Mateta's English, but I'm saying he's just not viewed as a silky striker. He's old school. I'm not saying I would want him as Arsenal's #1 striker, but what I'm saying is, you put him up front, I'm telling you, he's going to cause problems for every centre-back. But, and you know what? It's a good point there, South London. He gives me Benteke Villa vibes. And the problem is, Benteke got that move to Liverpool and he flopped. So it's whether, is Mateta at his level now, or can he go to Chelsea and play up front? Can he go to Liverpool? Can he go to Arsenal? Can he go to Man United? They all kind of need strikers. But I bet none of them buy Mateta this summer. They'll all be going for Sesko. And Mateta's probably got more goals than Sesko. Flick on up in the air. Can Palace make something of it? Bouncing around everywhere. It's like a pinball. It's cleared by City. He's no frills, but very effective. 100%. Bro, Mateta's probably got more goals than Sesko. Yeah, clubs will go and pay 70, 80 million for Sesko. Let's have a look. Sesko stats. And he's done it in the Prem. Sesko's got 13 league goals in 33 games. And Mateta, I'm pretty sure Mateta, although he was injured for a little bit, so maybe that affected. What's Mateta got? Mateta's got 14, to be fair, so only one more. But he's playing for Crystal Palace. Leipzig are supposed to be top maybe 4 or 5 teams in Germany. They've been in the Champions League. The guy's an animal. I'd take him as the second choice at Arsenal. Real talk. Imagine getting Gyökeres and then having Mateta as the rotation. I'd love that. Pat said, Big C, I was on the fence with Arteta, leaning towards the sack. Champions League semis was his last chance for me, Arteta out. I'm trying to not even talk too much about Arteta and Arsenal today, but yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Hey, nearly 2,000 people locked in, man. Great numbers. City are losing. Everyone's happy. Let's face it, I'm going to ask you all, how many Man City fans do you know? I'm talking Man City fans within your friendship groups that you grew up with. I think I know maybe one. Honestly, genuinely, I think I know one. Obviously, I know a few through the YouTube scene, Big Steve, LB, and that. Genuinely, I know one, and he was from Manchester. So when we say, oh, Man City fans, bro, we probably know about 7 Man City fans between the whole community. I don't know any Man City. I know one Man City fan that I grew up with. There ain't no Man City fans. They're either Glory fans that started supporting them about 5 years ago, or the odd person that grew up in Manchester, that maybe grew up in Moss Side or an area that was Manchester City related. We don't know City fans. We don't know any. Because there ain't any. Let's be real. If you're from Manchester, you're probably a United fan. So, or the kids nowadays might say, okay, City fan. Yo, you're not wrong. I told the story before, didn't I? Cruz about 5 years ago. He wasn't happy with Arsenal. He started saying, I like Man City, but I took him to the ground, took him to a game, bought him some merch, took him on the tour. The tour guide told him about all the great history of Arsenal. And he was hypnotized and said, yeah, that's me. I'm an Arsenal fan, but there is a lot of suffering involved as an Arsenal fan. But the thing is, when we eventually get some sort of glory, it will be glorious. I said this, Man City won the treble, nobody cared. If Arsenal had won the treble, I'd probably still be celebrating now. I might have missed the whole next 2 seasons if we won the treble. You know what I mean? So we'll get there in the end, people. One, and he was an Arsenal fan. There you go. He probably gave up on us and said, yeah, I'm just going to be a City fan. If we had Mateta against PSG, yo, bro, I'm telling you now, imagine putting all those crosses in Saka. He would have bullied Marquinhos and them, man, in the year. MJ said, I'd take Mateta as rotation to Osimhen. Big problem. Somebody should do that this summer. I'm telling you now. One of the big clubs, let's have a look at it. I'm sure his contract doesn't have that long either. When does his contract run out? Let's have a look. Sport Rack. His contract runs out 2026. Got a year left. He's got a year left on his deal. I swear down, I'll go Palace, give him 30 million. I give Palace 30 million and take him in rotation. That's what I'm saying. You got to get rid of people like how 50 grand a week. 30 mil and he's on 50 grand a week. I take him all day long as a rotation striker. All day long. Surely he gets a move this summer. Eze is so underrated. Honestly, again, if Eze was doing this in Germany or in France or somewhere, people would be all over him. I don't get it. He's worth 60 million every single day of the week. Every single day of the week, honestly. I'm thinking about Prem clubs. I mean, City are getting rid of De Bruyne. They're being linked with Gibbs White. I think Eze is better than Gibbs White. I like Gibbs White. He's younger. But Eze, I think, is better. Arsenal, Eze's an upgrade on this Odegaard that we're seeing at the moment. Oh, City on the attack. Oh, no. Has he dived? Penalty. What are you doing, Mitchell? You absolute fraud. You're moving like Phil Mitchell. Why has he put that challenge in? No, he knows it's a pen. He's not even arguing. What an idiot. What an absolute... I've said on this channel before, Mitchell on a free, I wouldn't buy him if he paid me. That is one of the stupidest challenges I have ever seen in my life. You idiot. Bernardo Silva running down the line. He's going nowhere. He's not even quick, and he's going to cross it on his right foot. And Mitchell dives in. He's ran the ball off the pitch. And you've clattered him and took him out and give a penalty. You absolute fraud. Absolute fraud, Mitchell, mate. You've ruined it. What is Mitchell doing there? No need to make the challenge. Please tell me he doesn't make contact. Oh, they're going to give a pen for that. What an idiot. Don't want him. Don't bring him anywhere near Arsenal. They're doing a VAR check. Looks like a pen all day long. I think what they were saying there is that Bernardo's already fallen to the floor before the contact. Yeah, Sean, you even said it. He's already diving before he hits him. He is. You can see it. Bernardo knows the contact's coming. He's already falling. As he's falling, he makes the contact. They give penalties for that anyway because Mitchell's out of control. Wow, Mamouche taking the penalty over Haaland. That surely is... What? Mamouche taking a penalty in a cup final over Haaland. I can't believe what I'm seeing. And he is taking it. I thought he was doing that thing where you just hold the ball and then they're going to change over. Mamouche going to miss. Brian said, go New York, go New York, go. Come on, Knicks. Yo, come on, Dean Henderson, former Nottingham Forest goalkeeper. You're going to save this. Mamouche, you shouldn't have taken it. Haaland should have took it. Come on. Come on, Dean Henderson. Which way is he going? What I've seen of Mamouche, I feel he's quite calm. I think he's going to open up his body, side foot it, go to the keeper's left, towards that Emirates fly better sign. Let's see if I can read players. I think he's going to go that way. Come on, Dean Henderson, man. Save this penalty. Let's see if I know players. Mamouche. Yeah! He saved it! Yeah! Henderson saves the penalty! He's a hero! Not all heroes wear capes! Henderson! Yes! Vamos! Palace! Oh, he went the other way. Oh, what a save, Hendo! Bottom right. What a save that. I told you Mamouche going to miss. Haaland should have took it. Yes! I swear I'm more hyped for this than the Arsenal game tomorrow. Henderson saved the penalty. What a save, Hendo. Why didn't Haaland take it? I told you. Mamouche in a cup final. Haaland would have slaughtered that. Yes! It's not their day, I'm telling you. They're going to lose. They're going to get done on the counter-attack one more time. What a save that is, by the way, with his right hand. Brilliant save. Come on, Palace. Go on. Munoz, counter-attack. Go on, lad. Hold off Doku. He's coming. This Munoz is a good player, you know. Although he's lost the ball. Come on, Palace. Yo, I'm loving the way Palace are playing. You know, I might have to take this top off. It's getting hot in here, man. Palace, Palace, Palace. What a save, Hendo. Imagine this was Arsenal, Man City. I'd be going absolutely crazy. Haaland gave Mamouche the ball. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why he would have done that. Respect my Carrington goalkeeper. That's right, innit? You sold him in the summer. Do you know I actually met him on the tour? Was it last year? I think it was last year. I was saying, yo, are you going to Forest? He said, I don't know. And then Palace signed him. I think he gets in the England squad, don't he? I think he's one of the backup keepers. Is it him and Ramsdale? Or in fact, it might be Nick Pope. Always like Palace are good, man. Listen, let's look at it, right? Palace, Gahey is a good centre-back, right? He'll get a move. This Munoz, if you look at his numbers this season, been a hell of a good right-back. You've got Adam Wharton, who loads of clubs are looking at him in midfield. Eze walks into nearly every club in the league. Even Sar's a good winger. Some clubs would take Sar. Mateta would get him. They got 4 or 5 really good players, man. Really good players. Look at Wharton there just drifting. Look at him. Get off me. Oh, although he's kind of lost it. Richards. Go on, Palace. It's so direct. They're just playing long ball. Man, them FC. What phase is Glasner in? Bro, if he wins an FA Cup with Palace, oh my day. Man City in the final third, 122 passes completed. Crystal Palace, 17. Madness. Here's Bernardo Silva. If they lose this final, Pep's had a shocker, because to turn up with De Bruyne and Bernardo as your double pivot in midfield is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. They're just begging to get hit on the counter-attack. Over 2,100 in the chat, man. Big up each and every time. Make sure you get the likes up. Pep will be fuming. He's got options. I mean, Grealish, Foden's got to do something, hasn't he? You're talking about the player of the year, not even starting. They want 80 million for Wharton. I wouldn't pay that for him. Wouldn't pay that. De Bruyne whips it in, overhits it. Goal kick to Palace. The Palace end is absolutely jumping. Remember, Palace have never won a major trophy in their entire history. Look at the state of that Mitchell challenge, man. Yeah, I agree. Bernardo Silva's definitely falling before the contact. Why is Haaland kissing the ball and then giving it to Mamouche? I think he must just be trying to give his teammate a moment. You know, Haaland's probably looking at it like, bro, I've scored loads of cup final goals, man. Here, you're new at the club. Go and score a penalty, and it ends up going against him because now he's missed it. Everybody sit down. Nobody talk. Pep's going to be going crazy. You're right, Chris. He's going mad at halftime. Haaland cursed him. The penalty taker's meant to kiss the ball. You don't kiss the ball, then give it to someone else. He cursed him, man. He did it on purpose. Eddie Murphy to win a trophy before Mikel. Can you imagine? I'll tweet that after the game. Just to drop a grenade on Twitter. And Nketiah's won more than Arteta this season. They'll be frothing at the mouth for that one, honestly. They'll be going absolutely mental. Curtis, are we getting top 5? Let's see how tomorrow goes. Let's see how tomorrow goes. Here's Savinho. 5 minutes till half-time. Been a good half. Ball whipped in. Haaland jumps up for it. It's up in the air. Palace managed to clear it. They're playing zero football. Mateta, look at him. Bullied. Bullied Diaz. De Bruyne. Look. Oh, he's done well. Go on. Oh, Munoz was in there. He blocked it. See how Mateta, though, bro? It took like 3 people to come and get him off the ball. Ruben Diaz getting bullied by him. Palace had a really good break on there, man. This Munoz. Munoz is a baller. Munoz is getting up and down that right wing like a madman. Thoughts on Frimpong to Liverpool? Let's see. Great athlete. Brilliant going forward. Don't know about him defensively, but I think Liverpool will be happy that they've dealt with it very quickly. I think when you're a fan of a club and you lose a top player, you want to see a replacement coming quick. And when you look at the right-back market, how many really good right-backs are there out there that Liverpool could get? I mean, I love Hakimi as a player. I can't think of too many great right-backs that Liverpool could go for. So I think it's a decent, very decent signing. But how good is he defensively? That's the question. That is the question. Premier League Palace would play in the Champions League. Why would they sell their players instead? Bring in? Well, yeah, if they get in the Europa League, maybe they'll hang on to most of them. Doku's rinsed Munoz there. What a save. Oh, and it's cleared. It's still flying back. De Bruyne misses a sitter. He puts it over the bar. What a save that was by Henderson. Doku drifts inside Munoz. Tries to bend it in the far corner. His save, I thought he put it over the bar. It was in the air. Scrambled it away. Great defending. What a save by Henderson again. De Bruyne misses the rebound. That header by Gahey, by the way, don't sleep on that. Munoz and Haaland putting him under pressure. Pep, look, he don't look happy. He does not look happy. Henderson's having a stormer. This is Arteta's daddy, like father, like son, bums. Somebody just said Pep is Bron and Arteta is Bronny. Thank God Diddy didn't buy Palace in 2012. Did he actually want to buy them? Yeah, you wouldn't want Diddy owning your football club, would you? I mean, I won't joke about it. It's probably not the time. Corey said they ask AI for Champions League winners to the year 2100. Arsenal still didn't win it. Even artificial intelligence don't respect us, man. Not many of these left. Say it louder for those in the back. It's Kieran Tierney, lad. It's Kieran Tierney, lad. Well, tomorrow will be the last game at the Emirates of Kieran Tierney, lad. Unless we get Celtic in the Champions League. Oh, Mateta's on the floor. What's happened? What's happened? Come on, send someone off. Akanji. Yeah, that looked like a punch to me. No, it didn't, but, you know. Akanji and Mateta, little altercation. There was nothing there, really. No, he got kicked in the head about a month ago. He's got to wear this mask. I've never seen a mask like that in my life. I don't know what it is, but I think it's because it's not just the front of his face. I think he injured his neck and like his cheekbone and everything. Big up everyone locked in, man. Jeez, I'm enjoying this more than probably most Arsenal games this season, apart from maybe Real Madrid, Man City win. City trophyless would be beautiful scenes for everybody, I think, outside of Man City. No, we can't have C. Diddy jokes, man. No, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. That's too much. That's way too much. It's bad boy. Nah. Haaland hasn't scored in a semi or a final for City. Is that right? Is that actually right? Well, why the hell would he give the penalty away? Maybe he was nervous. I thought it was the opposite. I thought he was like being, yeah, don't worry, little bro, I've scored so many goals in the final, hold that penalty. But maybe it's the opposite. Maybe he's nervous. No, I like Palace, man. Well, we got 3 minutes added on at the end of the half. He missed the last penalty. Missed 3 out of 3 penalties. That's fair enough. I don't really think about Haaland missing penalties that much, but he has. I can think of a few. Didn't he miss against Bayern Munich that time? Haaland flicks it on. Mamouche tries to keep it in. Goes out for a goal kick. Eze, Gyökeres, Rodrigo, 10 out of 10 window. 100%. Eze is going to get a big move this summer. There's no doubt. Imagine Adama Traore and Diddy baby oil for days. Oh, it'd be crazy. It'd be absolutely crazy. Big up to the community, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, people. I'm actually really enjoying this game. I think we needed Palace to take the lead. If City went ahead, just dominated and got a comfortable victory, then that ain't doing nothing. Is that not a foul, ref? Clear it. Yeah, cleared away. Get the likes up. Let's get 1,000 likes. Mitchell clears it upfield. Palace have hardly played football, like in terms of an attacking sense. They're just whacking the ball forward and then fighting for it, but it's worked. It's got them the lead. It was a great goal as well. The Puffy trial is wild. Yeah, some of the stuff, man. Crazy. Proper crazy. What we got left? 20 seconds till half time. Knicks winning it? I hope so, man. You know what? Knicks are a bit like Arsenal, though, bro. It's like they build your hopes up. They'll probably lose to Indiana, you know? Beating Celtics like us beating Real Madrid, and then, you know, you go and lose to PSG. Half-time whistle goes. Well done, Crystal Palace. What a brilliant half of football. Not glamorous, but effective, man. Yeah, like I said, when it comes to NBA, I've got a problem with the Denver Nuggets because the Kroenkes own them. So I have this thing where I want the Nuggets to lose. Knicks are the bottlers of the NBA like Arsenal. They are. They definitely are. But Brunson and them, man. You know, OG, what's his name? OG Anunoby or whatever. You know, he's from England and he's a massive Arsenal fan. So I'm hoping, and they got Bridges and Cat, and they got a good team, man. Josh Hart, is it? They got a good team. Tiki Taka is dead. Oh, I want it out the game anyway. Anunoby, that's it. There you go. I forgot the guy's name, but you know what I'm talking about. We should be all over Wharton. Not at 80 million, bro. I'll be honest. For 80 million, you can start talking about Barellas and Bruno Guimaraes and them man there, you know what I mean? I don't think he's an 80 million pound. There's a whole heap of English tax attached to him. That's the problem. And you got to remember, they signed him from Blackburn for, I'm sure they paid like 12 or 14 million for him. Adam Wharton, how much did he cost? How much did they pay for him? This says 14 million. Oh, 18 million. 22 million with add-ons. Yeah, 18 mil. So, yeah, they're going to want 3 or 4 times more than what they paid for him. So, 60, 70, 80 mil. Like somebody said earlier, if Palace win the FA Cup and they're in the Europa League, maybe a lot of these players will stay and have a year in Europe with Palace would be a great journey for them. Finish that on ticket. Listen, tiki-taka, I always say, right, we should never really... Football is made more interesting by having different styles. Counter-attack, tiki-taka, high press, direct football. We want different styles of football. It's just, I feel like because Pep is at the top of the food chain in football, everybody, all these young aspiring coaches, they go, right, Pep's doing that. He's at the top, so I want to do what Pep does, right? And I keep saying nobody can do what Pep does better than Pep. So this is why Maresca, Arteta, all these guys who are trying to do what Pep's doing, they'll only get so far because he's the master of it. You need to actually, even if there's similarities, you need to have your own style within there as well. So it's not like I'm anti-tiki-taka. I don't want Pep to be the dominant force in football. And it's not actually Pep's fault. People say Pep ruined football. That, you know, these other clubs have chose to follow him. So it's not his fault that they're following his success. But I just think it's lazy coaching. It's lazy coaching. You know, everybody wants to play out from the back, blah, blah, blah. I think they said it on the overlap the other day. As a fan, you don't pay money to watch centre-backs on the ball all game. You know, get the ball to the attacking players. And let's see what they can do. So I like seeing tiki-taka struggle at times. So that we can... because at times it's boring. I'm going to be totally honest. Man City were more exciting when they had Leroy Sané and Aguero and Sterling and all of that. They were way more exciting than this team. This Man City team is actually quite boring. I'm going to be totally honest. It's quite boring to watch. They just try and suffocate teams by keeping the ball, and you lose all your energy and then they pick you off. But they're not overly exciting to watch. So we'll see anyway. We'll see. There's a long way to go in this game. They're dominating the ball so much. I think they will continue to have chances. I'm just trying to look for that Arsenal kit. This Arsenal kit that I'm seeing now, though. It looks different to the one that I saw before. Well, this is expected to be the away kit anyway. I'll try and find the third kit as we look. Man City always been boring. I think they've had some exciting teams. I thought Aguero, Sterling, Sané, them days there, they were very exciting. This meant to be the away kit. I think that's a nice kit. I think that's a pretty clean. I like the old school Adidas badge, the burgundy stripes, the bit of gold. I don't really like kits with a collar on now. I think they're a bit old school, but I think that's clean. I think that's clean. I can't lie. Summertime, you can't go wrong with that. I want to see the third kit. The third kit looks very similar to a kit that we've had before. Let me try and find a picture of it. Yeah, I think that's a clean kit. I like that. I do like that. Where is this third kit? It's like blue with the lightning stripes on it. Let's have a look. See if I can find it. Yeah, I think that kit's decent. I don't think we've had a white away kit for a while. The last one was that one with like them squiggly lines on it, like the paint pattern when Aubameyang was there. Where is this picture of the third kit? All right, I think I've found one. Yeah, the Marble Halls one. That was the last one. Third kit reminds me of 2013. Marble kit. Yeah, I didn't really like that marble kit. I just thought they were trying too hard. You know, like just overthinking to make flashy designs and that. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm ready for a change in terms of Adidas. I would love to see Arsenal go to Nike. I feel like Adidas, they do make nice kits, but I would like to see Arsenal go to... Imagine an Arsenal Tech Fleece tracksuit. Oh, my days. I would love to see that. Let me have a look on Footy Headlines. I think they usually show the kits. I would love Arsenal to go to Nike. I feel like Adidas getting a bit lazy. So it's copying. Realistically, that's like a Real Madrid kit with some stripes on it. Well, some people saying the Nike kits are not that good either. But I just think they're a bit more stylish. Tech Fleece Arsenal. But then, yeah, I've seen some of their kits. They're a bit lazy with it as well. I think a lot of these companies now, they're just lazy with it. They just copy and paste. I saw Leon had a nice kit out. I'm still trying to find this Arsenal third kit. Where was it? I do like the new Arsenal home kit, though. I do like that one. Arsenal third kit. Let's have a look. Adidas all the way. You reckon? Oh, Puma was the worst. Puma was dreadful. I couldn't stand Puma. Leon's anniversary kit is clean. Very clean. Nike kits are poor quality. I hear that. A lot of people say that the Adidas kits are better quality in terms of material than Nike. I think Nike are probably just reputation. They're like, it's a Nike kit, so take anything what we give you, you know, cheap material and that. Somebody was telling me the other day that these kits cost £5 to make. And they sell them for 85. So they're making £80 a shirt. Imagine how much money they're making. Absolutely crazy the amount of money they're making. Just seeing that Eze goal back, man. What a finish. I think what Arsenal have done wrong. If I was telling Adidas now, just play on Arsenal's history. Imagine if they brought out a burgundy kit now. I'd be all over that. Bring out a burgundy kit. I'll be going crazy. That's a very easy one. Bring out a gold kit. We haven't had a gold kit for years either. That's an easy winner if they bring out a gold kit. The Wiltord gold relaunch. So I think they could easily do that. Imagine an Arsenal Jordan shoe. Yeah. Yellow away. And the yellow, I mean, yellow is our custom away kit colour, really, and you don't even see that often, which is disappointing. Remember the bruised banana one when they re-released it? That was a massive success. So I think they've missed out with that. This new Arsenal training kit is awful as well. I don't know what they're doing with these training kits, just multicolored kits every minute. Thoughts on the kit man being sacked? I saw that story. What happened there? I haven't even read too much into that. I didn't know whether that was an old story or not. Something apparently an Arsenal kit man's been sacked and he's suing the club apparently. I don't know the details of it. What's that about? I need to look into that. That'll probably blow up into a bigger story. This is apparently the new kit. I finally found it. Jeez, I've been searching for that for about 10 minutes. Training kits are better value for money, 100%. What happened? No, apparently he was sacked for being pro. Wow. They will get a lot of backlash for that. Because when you look at, the way they've supported Zinchenko and stuff. This is apparently the third kit. So it's that one. It's similar to the one from a few years ago. Blue, zigzag. It's not bad. It's difficult for me to tell really whether I like that or not. I kind of do and I kind of don't. It's all right. But it's just not. I don't know. I like kits that you think that represents Arsenal. It just kind of nothing about it looks like Arsenal. I don't know. Is that Saka or Tyreek George? Angry Saka. I don't know. I think the away kit's better. But sometimes, one thing I've realised with kits, you need to see them in person and try them on. Sometimes you think, I don't know about that kit. You try it on, you think, you know what, fits well, material. Yeah, it's one of them. There's not many good football kits nowadays. There's not. Because these companies are getting lazy. They're just getting lazy. They make it similar. Arsenal's kit will be similar to Real Madrid's, Adidas. They'll go, oh, put a collar on it this year. We'll do this. But I tell you, people, I've said it for a long time. Training kits is the way forward. I only do a kit review, usually on the home kit. I don't even really buy the away kits for the last few years. I haven't rated them. I haven't rated them at all. I haven't bought an away kit for a few years. The training kits, you can't go wrong. They cost half the price and you can wear them for years. With the kit, you feel like you've got to be wearing this season's kit. With the training kit, I wear training kits from 4 years ago and still wear them. Save yourself the money. You're good to go. The likes are lacking. What are we on? What's the likes on, people? We got 2,200 in here. We should easily have 1,000 likes. Manchester City are losing the cup final. I don't know what more we need. What are we on? We're on 650 likes. That's an absolute disgrace. Klopp, Jose, Tuchel didn't copy. Pep hence succeeded. Yeah, Antonio Conte as well. Conte as well. Zubimendi plus Eze plus Rodrigo plus Gyökeres, 250 million. Sell 2 or 3 for 50, 200 mil, 10 out of 10 window. We'd love that window. MJ Prime Jose is who coaches should copy. I think his style was Pep. Jose got a reputation for being a really defensive manager, but he only really defended at the clubs that were built to defend. If you watch Jose at Real Madrid, he wasn't sitting behind the ball and defending. They scored 100 goals in a season. Do you know what I mean? At Inter, he was defensive, but they did score a lot of goals. Scored loads of goals at Chelsea, especially the first time. So I think it always depended with Jose what team he had. Which home kit do you like better, 23-24 or next season's? Um, I like 23-24. The only thing I don't like is that collar on that one was too thin and flimsy. I actually think this season's kit that we've just used, I didn't really like it as a home kit. I thought it was average. Didn't like the blue stripes. I think this kit that's out now is better than the one we've just been in this season. PSG Jordan kit was quality plus drip, yeah. I'm really shocked that football clubs haven't used designer brands to bring out football kits. I know you see AC Milan wearing off-white and things like that, but imagine like a Louis Vuitton home shirt for Arsenal. I mean, I suppose they wouldn't want to do it because the cost would be so expensive that then a lot of people wouldn't buy the shirt. But can you imagine like a company coming out with a designer football shirt? Like that would be crazy. Yeah, even if you said like maybe not as high as Louis, which is going to cost too much, but Ralphie or Hugo Boss or something that's not too expensive, you know? I don't know. I think that, you know, football and fashion is kind of crossing over now as well. You know, you see Barcelona, Travis Scott's there because of the Spotify sponsor and he's doing concerts at the stadium and all things like that. It's interesting. They would chop, but bro, we're paying crazy money. Let's be honest, right? We're paying the player's Arsenal shirt is £120. If you go in a store now for a designer t-shirt, it's probably going to cost you £120, depending on what brand you're getting, obviously. So anyway, second half underway of the cup final. Big up everyone locked in. Get the likes up to 1,000. Toro said, Curtis, that zigzag blue kit is a throwback to 95-96 JVC. I remember that one. I think I had that one with Ian Wright on the back. Major Keys, 14-15 Jose was the best football from him. I always have been a big fan of Jose Mourinho. And the reason is, I just think he's a fantastic character, first of all. He's entertaining, his box office. He's a winner. Oh, ball over the top. What a clearance by Richards. Doku shoots, it's blocked. Haaland could have been in at the back post. What a clearance that is by Richards. Come on, Palace. Counter-attack settings. That was a great ball. Yeah, LV jersey might be a bit much. I might have been stretching a bit too far there with LV. But you know what I'm saying? Eze, what a flick. Mateta finds Mitchell. Eze's been took out. Play it. That's a poor pass, man. Mitchell, any chance of you getting signed on a free for Arsenal, mate, is going out the door. City in possession. This is going to be a long half for Palace. He called Arsenal a specialist in failure. Do you know, when he said that, right, Arsenal fans were going crazy. To a degree, I was a bit like, nah, that's disrespectful. But at the end of the day, I looked at it like this. When two boxers face off, look at the stuff that they say about each other. I know football is different and it's not as disrespectful. But at the time, Wenger had mastered the art of not winning and making it look successful, which is what I said for a long time. Wenger was finishing fourth and dressing it up as a major achievement. So his thing was, how is this guy who's finishing fourth chatting to me when I'm winning titles? So he said, you're a specialist in failure. So even though I think there was an element of disrespect, I also think there was a large element of truth in what he was saying. You're not winning and you're calling it successful. But a lot of people, I get it. We looked at Wenger as like a father figure. We didn't like him being disrespected by Jose. I get that. But how many goals could you score up front for Arsenal? It's listen, I think most people, right, in the chat who can play football at a decent level, you would look at it and think, yo, if I play 38 games up front for Arsenal, I'd score a couple, at least a couple. Do you know what I mean? When you see some of the chances, Havertz, 6 yards out, just got to head it in. It hits his shoulder and goes wide. Most of you would think you would score that chance. I think I get a handful. I think I get a few. Couple pens, couple tappings, surely. There's Doku back post. Tries to bend it, goes over the bar. There was context of Wenger calling it success. You're right. Special one was my favourite. Backing Mourinho over Wenger. It's not even about backing, bro. It's just about being truthful. It's about being truthful. There was an element of truth in what Mourinho was saying. You're being lauded for finishing top 4 and I'm winning titles. It was, but obviously he had to sell players, the stadium, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I took pens. I'm getting the match ball, says DJ. You know what I mean? With all the service. Where it would get you is the fitness and the sharpness. You got to get super fit to play in the Prem. These guys can run all day long. That's the difference with the Prem. They keep the ball so well, and their fitness levels are through the roof. It would take a long time to get to their fitness level. Frimpong is the real deal. We got the here we go from Fabrizio. Pick one, Ancelotti's 2007, AC Milan, Kaka, Seedorf, Pirlo, Maldini, Gattuso versus Jose's 2010, Milito, Eto'o, Schneider, Maicon, Stankovic. I'll pick one from both, right? Oh, so difficult. Oh, no, as a volley blocked. That was half a chance. My two favourites. Oh, almost got 3 in that AC Milan team. It's either Kaka, Seedorf, Pirlo. I love Pirlo as well. Love Clarence Seedorf. I think I'm going... Oh, God. I don't even know who to pick. Maldini is one of the greatest defenders we've ever seen, but I've got to go for the attacking player. I loved Kaka, but I loved Pirlo and Seedorf. In the Inter Milan team, I'd probably pick Wesley Sneijder, you know. Eto'o was better at Barca. Milito was good. Maicon got rinsed by Bale. Stankovic was good. I go Sneijder at Inter. In the Milan team, I feel like it could be Kaka, but that is a tough one. I loved Kaka, you know. Just used to drift. Oh, you have to pick a team. Oh, you're asking me for a team. Oh, I thought you was asking me for one player. I'm taking AC Milan, bro. There's more players in that team that I like, even though Jose won the treble. So in reality, the Inter team won the treble, so you can say that's better. If you're asking me the team, I'm taking that AC Milan team, bro. Kaka, Seedorf, Pirlo, nah. I'm taking them. Dida. I'm taking that Milan team. I'm so happy that Arsenal are playing AC Milan in pre-season. I'm taking that AC Milan team, even though they're not better, probably. Was Shevchenko up front? Nah, that team was different. Nesta's one of my favourite defenders out of Italy as well. AC Milan all day long. Way more players in that team that I like. To be honest, we ripped up teams in the yellow kit, 23, 24. We had a couple nice yellow kits, man. We had a couple. Yeah, Mourinho won the treble, so you can definitely say the Inter team, but I love that AC Milan team. Love that team. Injury to, who is that? Gahey, down, getting treatment. Eze nearly scored, you know. He hit that volley clean as well. That was a good block. Eze is that man, different complexion, different connection for him with clubs and the national team. The thing that's annoying me about Eze, people, is he's being heavily linked with Tottenham. And for some reason, at the moment, it doesn't feel like any of the other big clubs are going for him. When you look at it, Man United want Cunha in the 10. Arsenal don't really seem to be interested in a 10. Liverpool, there's no real talk of Liverpool and Eze. Chelsea, I haven't heard anything. I'd be fuming if he went to Tottenham. And he'd take that move, to be honest. Just because bigger club, better training ground, better stadium, and probably double his wages. I really hope he doesn't go there. The problem I think that Eze's got, if I'm picking out a small sort of constructive criticism of him, and the Palace fans have told me this before, is that when the chips are down, he doesn't necessarily put that work in. He's very much a free spirit. Give him the ball, let him drift. let him get on the ball. You've seen our Arteta micromanagers. What player at Arsenal gets the freedom to drift and do what they want? And that's why I just don't know whether we would see him at Arsenal. Even though I would. And said 1-0 to Palace. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Let's hope it stays like that. And he has had a few injuries. Arteta out. It's because of him. We're not signing a 10. We need Eze or Cunha. This guy loves snot of God. He's a free spirit. You got to let him just play. Tapan said, is it me or Doku? Looks like Jar Jar Bing. Who is that, bro? I don't know who that is. Oh, Star Wars. Oh, jeez, that is... Doku is a player that's like got everything apart from the end product. He goes past fullbacks like they're not even there and then doesn't do much at the end of it. Yeah, I saw that today, people, that Emi Martinez being linked with a move away from Villa. See that too, facts. He may have matured, be willing to. And I think if Eze gets that move, he would realise you can't get away with that at a big club. Surely he would put that work in. MJ said, most feared United team. See, as an Arsenal fan, I don't even have to finish the question. For me, and again, I don't know if it was the most successful. It's the Ronaldo, Rooney, Tevez one. Game over. Game over. It was a cheat code. And a lot of people will say, because I think Cantona's one of the best players I've seen in the Premier League. I think he's phenomenal. 99 were treble winners. But that what was it, 2007, 8 United? That team was on a whole other planet to anything I've seen out of United. You couldn't deal with that team. It was too much. Tevez, Berbatov, maybe prime Ronaldo, definitely prime Premier League Ronaldo. Rooney when he was rapid. That team was a joke. Even a man like Park Ji-sung, they were on the counter-attack. Nah. Nani, Vidic, Ferdinand, Evra, Van der Sar. How do you beat that team? How do you beat that team? What a block that is. Oh, great defending. Bernardo Silva had the shot there. Great block. Now, that United team, you could, for me, that's the best Man United team I've ever seen in my life. So quick, so powerful, so many attacking options. On a whole nother planet for me. Berbatov, first touch. Tevez with the pressing and the aggression. Rooney was unbelievable. Ronaldo was unplayable. And you got Vidic and Ferdinand at centre-back. How are you supposed to score? Best United team I've ever seen. Haaland shoots, it's high and wide. 99 team won the treble, so people argue that. But 2008, ridiculous. Curtis, do you think Dowman can be our Yamal? It's too early for any of them conversations, I'll be honest, bro. I've seen plenty of players dominate youth team football. Let's see if he can do it in the first team. Do you know what I mean? Yamal's only, 2 years older than him? And look what he's doing in Champions League semi-finals and winning titles. He's got a long way to go. Long way to go. But apparently he's a big talent, but I wouldn't compare him to Yamal. Imagine all the London clubs win cups except Arsenal. I'm hoping, my friend. I'm hoping. Brio, Mourinho v Wenger. Come on. Oh, Kanje missed it. Diaz hooks it out for a throw-in. Wenger folded. Tried to beat him of style, not investment. Wenger could make Rob Holding. Mourinho would just sign someone better. Yeah, listen, he had good circumstances with the money, but it was the way that football was moving. Who do you prefer to win the Europa, Spurs or United? I've got to say United. Begrudgingly, but yeah. Long throw for Palace. It's bouncing around. Shot deflected. Oh, goal! Munoz makes it 2-0 to Crystal Palace. Bergeng dips at Harlem. The Eagles are flying, people. And Manchester City are 2-0 down. Vamos! Yes. Yes. Palace. 2-0 Munoz. What a brilliant performance. The shot was deflected. What is going on here? Palace lead by 2-0. Wow, is he onside? Is he onside? The shot, massive deflection. Oh, is he onside? Is Saar offside? Does the ball hit him? If it hits Saar, it won't count. I think that's offside. If you look at that replay, I think the ball comes off the City player first, though. Does that make a difference? I don't know what the rules are. Saar's offside. So Munoz hits it. It hits a Man City player's leg. Then it hits Saar, who's offside. Keeper saves it. Then Munoz scores the rebound. I don't know what the rules are. I'm sure I heard before. If it hits a player from the opposite team, then hits a player, it's not offside. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong here. I think because it touches Saar, it's off. But I don't know what that rule is. I hope that rule is true, or am I? The fact they're having such a long discussion. Oh, I think it's off. I think it's he's definitely offside. I thought because it hit a City player that it might change it. Oh man, Munoz made it 2-0. It's getting disallowed, people. Got me celebrating like a madman. The goal don't even count. I was writing 12-0 and all sorts. Yeah, disallowed. We're back to 1-0. Pep's got a lifeline. Ah! He's definitely offside. There's no arguments. Big up to everyone locked in. 2.5K. Make sure you get the likes up. Let's get 1,000 likes. Appreciate your support on Cup final day. At least we got a good Cup final. Gahey's come off injured. Could be the last time he plays for Palace. A lot of rumours he'll go to Newcastle. What's going on here? Pep's coaching staff are going mad. Gahey comes off. Wow, wow! Smack him! Go on! Go on! Yo, the Palace coach and the City coach are squaring up to each other. This is a proper cup final. I love this. Coaches squaring up. Come on, Palace. I couldn't believe it. They're squaring up to each other. Come on, Palace. Don't let City win this, man. It means a lot now. We're all supporting Palace in this fight. 29 minutes to go. Come on. Come on, Palace. Proper FA Cup final, man. City have been disappointing. They have missed a penalty. Mamouche missed a penalty. Bro, 2007-8 Arsenal is my favourite team. Eduardo, Van Persie, Adebayor, Fabregas, Aleb and Rosicky. I got to go a bit earlier than that. Prime Thierry Arsenals are my favourites, to be honest. But yeah, we had some serious firepower over the years. Not as much now, unfortunately. Eduardo could have been a world-class striker if it wasn't for the injury. His finishing was elite. Absolutely elite before that injury. Palace clear it. They're going to be under a lot of pressure for this next 28 minutes. Bring out a boxing ring at full time. Oh, was it the medical staff? That's even funnier. Doku whips it in. It's blocked. I feel like Palace are hanging on a bit. They've got to still try and get forward. See, they're too deep. I don't like that. They're dropping back. Arsenal do this sometimes where, like, there's 20-odd minutes to go and you're acting like it's the last 5 minutes. They've dropped back too deep now. They're just inviting Man City onto them. WWE. Like I said, I'm old school, bro. I call it WWF. I don't think I've ever really watched WWE. I'm Ultimate Warrior and Bret the Hitman Hart and, you know what I mean? Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan, you know what I'm saying? Right, goal kick to Palace. To be fair, see, we had some big injuries during Wenger's reign. The thing with Wenger, what he got wrong, though, in my opinion, Len, is when we were successful, we had pace, power, and skill all mixed together. We could outplay teams, we could outrun teams, and we could bully teams as well. Then he got obsessed again with Pep at Barcelona and started buying all these technicians who were great to watch, Cazorla, Rosicky, Haleb, but he had too many of them. He had too many. So we used to go to Mourinho's Chelsea and get bullied. We used to go to Ferguson's United and get bullied. These teams would kick us off the pitch because this guy built a team of technically gifted players that weren't physical and strong enough. So that was the problem. Wenger lost all sense of what was needed at Arsenal to be successful. You didn't just win titles because you had great players like Thierry. You had players like Campbell, like Vieira, like Lauren, like Ray Parlour that could go and bully you if it was a physical game, and he lost all of that. He just wanted us to bop teams off the pitch. That don't work. Even for all of City's quality on the ball, Rodri, when he was fit, is very strong in there. Akanji's strong. You know what I mean? Ake, these guys are strong, aggressive players. Ruben Diaz. So that's what I think Wenger lost, that sense of that you needed power as well. Cazorla should have been an absolute world beater at Arsenal, but the injuries held him back. MJ, who's the biggest Judas? RVP, Adebayo, or Ashley Cole? Out of those three, see, the interesting thing is Adebayo didn't really have a great career after leaving Arsenal. I feel like his career went downhill very quick. Ashley Cole cleaned up at Chelsea. Van Persie obviously won the title and the Golden Boot. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I feel like Ashley Cole, we lied to him. We offered him a contract and took it back. I've got a real problem with Adebayo, to be honest. Most people will blame Van Persie. Van Persie went directly to Man United, so that one feels very... That was the worst. For me, out of the three, Van Persie was the worst one. That one caused me a lot of pain. Adebayo went to City. I was disappointed, but it was like, meh. Ashley Cole was tough, but we let him down. Van Persie was... That one caused a lot of pain. But I always say this, and again, Arsenal fans don't like me saying this. Arsenal were a bigger problem than the player leaving. Van Persie sat down with the club, said, who are you going to sign? And they said, we're getting Shamak and players like that. He said, thank you very much. I'm leaving. I'm not staying, carrying this team, and you're signing players like that. Ashley Cole was offered a contract. They then came back with a lower contract. He said, we shook hands on a contract. Now you're offering me less money. And the club are starting to sell their best players. Went to Chelsea, won the Champions League, won everything. Can I really be mad at that? Adebayo claims that the club sold him and he didn't want to go. So sometimes it's difficult to be angry at a player when they left and went to a better situation. They're not Arsenal fans. They're football players. And I always say this, you've got to remove emotion. Van Persie won the title. Ashley Cole won the Champions League. So I blame the club more than those players. Somebody just said they showed Van Persie the accounts. Corner to Palace, whipped in high. It's up in the air. Vardy heads it. City clear it. Still there. Come on, hit that. Oh, just over the bar by Kamada. I think there was an offside flag. But yeah, I can't lie. The Van Persie one was... Wow, was that one tough. Samir Nasri. Yeah, Nasri, Arsenal fans hated Nasri, didn't they, for leaving? Facts, Curtis, we didn't mind Sol joining us. Yeah, listen, I always say in football, sometimes you're the hunter, sometimes you're the hunted. We find it very easy when we're the hunter and we go to clubs and we snatch their best players. We find it very difficult when we're the hunted and people take our best players. And that happens. When you're not winning the major trophies, you can never be angry when one of your best players goes to a bigger club. That's the reality of the game. If we lost Saliba or Saka now, you'd go, well, they've just had 3 title challenges in a row and won nothing. So can we really blame them? You know? Big up Dre. Why was that tough? Could you blame him? No, I didn't even blame him. But it was just tough because we had such a rivalry with United. Losing your best player, you just felt like a bit of a clown. Like, what? Our best player's gone to United for 25 million. Imagine like Ronaldo going to Arsenal. But yeah, from their point of view, they went and won trophies. Oh, offside for Saar. 22 minutes left in the cup final. Drama in the final. Eze scored a brilliant goal, side foot volley, bottom corner. City then missed the penalty, Mamouche. And then there was a goal disallowed for Palace offside. Off topic, Big C, have you pulled off any signature on your friend WWE? I don't know about anybody else. Growing up in the playground, it had to be the stunner. Stone cold stunner. Little kick in the stomach. Bang! Oh, drops the stunner. That was the playground go-to wrestling move. Like when you think about what you was doing in school times, they'll probably ring the police on you for that nowadays. Just dropping stunners on people, kick them in the stomach, drop the stunner on them. They'll probably arrest you for that nowadays. Muna, this guy is a beast. His work rate's unbelievable. Chris Jericho, yo. Undertaker chokeslam is madness. Bushwhackers, tombstone. Bro, can you imagine doing that in school nowadays? They'll lock you up. They'll lock you up for them wrestling moves. Goldberg, old school legend. Please don't try this at home, they said. It's the first thing we did. You tried it at home. Or you went to school and did it. Sleeper hold. You're like, tap out, tap out. I ain't letting you go till you tap out. You got, you know what I mean? Doing all sorts of madness. Get Munoz and Eze to the carpet. Rock bottoms on people. You know what I'm saying? Sweet chin music. People's elbow. It was all going off. Palace have got 3 or 4 players that I think could get moves, but wow. Doku's change of pace is crazy. But the pass kind of sums him up. Poor cross. Savinho, nice little back heel to Akanji. Still no Phil Foden, people. Bill Bowden. Any thoughts on that? Yeah, man, I spoke about the Knicks at the start. Happy. Very happy. But Indiana are dangerous, bro. They're dangerous. Halliburton and them, man. I think Halliburton was voted the most overrated player in the NBA. So now, every time he does something, he puts this thing up saying overrated. And he cooked in the last round. Knocked out the Cavaliers, who won the Eastern regular season. So there'll be a tough game, man. What the hell? What the hell? Halliburton, man. Here's Ruben Diaz. He's going out with Maya Jama, I think. Storms his ex. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. Why is he in so much space? What a block, Adam Wharton. Hits him in the head. He's down on the floor. Why is De Bruyne moaning, man? The ball's hit him in the head. Bit of time wasting, obviously. Shut up, man. He knows what he's doing there. Really want Ant-Man to win. Ant-Man has become one of my favourite players in the NBA. He just feels like that aggressive player that talks that talk, but he's like a baby Michael Jordan. I'm not even going to lie. He's like a baby Mike. Do you think Yamal will surpass CR7 or Messi? I'll be very surprised if anybody surpasses them for longevity. The game is so demanding now with pre-seasons, with, 4 competitions, with all of the international games. I just don't know how anybody can have the longevity of them two, When you look at how many trophies those guys have won. What's Messi got, like 8 Ballon d'Ors? But you never know. He's the closest I've seen to it in recent times. Ant-Man is MJ reincarnated. Curtis, would you take Foden at Arsenal? Honestly, not in terms of ability. I wouldn't want him. And people might think you're mad, Foden, when you got Odegaard. I wouldn't want him. He's a baby. He only performs when Pep's got him in his arms like a baby. Here you are, Phil Foden. Here's my perfect system that works perfectly for you. As soon as a guy goes and plays for England, he's playing hide and seek. I don't want no player like that. I don't want him. He's on about 280 grand a week as well. You'd have to give him 300 bags. I don't want no little pity player that, oh, I can only play in a certain system. I want a maverick in the team that says, give me the ball and I'll make something happen in any style, in any system. That's what I want. Cat is rejuvenated at the Knicks. I'll be honest, I've never been a big fan of Cat. He's a bit, he's a bit zesty, bro. I can't lie. And, basketball and that, but he's playing well this year. I can't lie. He is playing well. He's a good center to have. He's aggressive. Bruno over Odegaard, easy. Yeah, all day long. Bruno's way better. Oh, there's a chance, Bruno. Oh, De Bruyne rolls it in. What a block. O'Reilly, I thought he was offside. I was going to say Bruno. Mamouche! That is terrible. That is terrible. Yeah. You guys, you've seen it, man. In basketball, man, Cat was moving a bit mad. I can't lie. But we won't speak on it too much. O'Reilly there, man. He should have scored. I don't know why it took so long to shoot. Mamouche Mello, I like that one. Free kick to Palace. They're playing smart now, you know what I mean? Yellow card for Bernardo. Pep's out of me, I'm telling you. De Bruyne Bernardo double pivot is crazy. New Pep meme just dropped. Pep looks like, what am I doing here? Would you take Eze over Odegaard? Yep, what I'm seeing right now, I would. This is the new Pep meme, apparently. Why is this guy, why is he having so many touches? Oh, he's tried to move it. See that there, people? Any young player watching that on the TV, did you just see what O'Reilly did there? He's in on his right foot and he moves his body around to get it onto his left and costs himself the chance. How are you a Manchester City pro player and you can't shoot from, 10 yards out with your right foot on a perfect pitch? That is terrible. That is absolutely terrible. Just side foot that in. Crazy. That Echeverry's come on. He's the young player they got, right? Mamouche off. He's had a stinker. Foden for Savinho, I think that was. How is he not shooting there with his right foot? Where do you think Giannis ends up? I think he'll definitely go from the Bucks. I think time's up for him. Be interesting. I've seen him linked to San Antonio. Him and Wembley would be crazy. Ricky said Nasri and Adebayor were both sold for monetary reasons. Both didn't want to leave. Sanchez was worse as a person seeking exit. He just went for the bag, Sanchez. Brio said Havertz's contract was meant for a marquee player. Absolutely 100% true. 100%. This Echeverry is meant to be like a top youngster. So be interesting. I like the fact that Pep's giving young players a chance. I'll give him that. He looks sharp anyway. He looks quick. How good is he? I've heard a lot about him. I haven't seen much of him. I think he was in the under-21s team. Ball whipped in, goes out for a goal kick to Palace. Palace are doing really well here. Just slowing the game down, frustrating City. Alvarez dupe. Eddie's coming on, people. The king of Zamunda, Akeem, the prince. Where will I find such a woman? In America. Mateta comes off. That injury must have mashed him up, Must have really mashed him up. Apparently Havertz has destroyed. Yeah, man, Arteta's gassing him. Oh, he's breaking records in the gym. He's put weight on. Edward is coming on. Your defense is in trouble when Nketiah's in the room. Dun 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 dun. Your defense is in trouble when Nketiah's in the room. I swear, people, I'm telling you now, Eddie scores, it's carnage. I'm going mental if Eddie scores. We need Eddie to make it 2-0 and finish this game off. It will be scenes, people. It will be scenes. How old is Mateta? He's 27. 27. I'm telling you, man. I want Eddie to score and make it 2-0. Who's the best player in the world right now? Messi was 23 when Wenger asked this question. That is the level Yamal has to reach. He's still nowhere near Messi's level. Messi's the GOAT, bro. You know what I mean? Messi's getting the ball running past 5 players in El Clasicos with Ramos and Casemiro and Marcelo and them, man. There's still levels that guy's got. The man won a World Cup at 35 and got player of the tournament. Messi's above the clouds, bro. He's on a next level. Yamal's got a lot of climbing to do to get to that level. Also, Messi's been doing it for 20 years. There's so much work Yamal's got to do. He's exciting, no doubt about it. Dylan said, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Go on, Eddie, lad. It's a free kick, surely. Oh, ref, you've had a stinker. Creatine Havertz. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's booked up in the gym. Who cares, mate? Can he score goals? Listen, I love Yamal. I think he's the most exciting player in the world at the moment to watch. But the Messi comparisons, go easy. Just let him continue to develop. Messi is the best. And he did it for 2 decades, you know. Foden's on, people. De Bruyne wins a corner. Listen, not everybody will say Messi's the GOAT. I've seen people in the comments there saying Maradona. It's subjective, isn't it? It's subjective. I was hanging on to the R9 tax for years saying he's the GOAT. But in the end, I had to just say, you know what, Messi, he's done too much for too long. Lamine and Nketiah, we need the phone call. Haaland with the header, it's up in the air, floats over the bar. We love that. Haaland in this game has done nothing. Done absolutely nothing. Our Ches, people from Coronation Street. Echeverri, oh, he was on. They got him from River Plate. Elise has won Rookie of the Year in the Bundesliga. 12 goals, 15 assists. It's easy work, innit? Easy work. But I think Elise is a top player. De Bruyne and Bernardo, double pivot. Come on, Palace. One more. Come on, don't let this guy have a chance. You know Haaland's waiting for that one chance. I can't believe he didn't take the penalty. Oh, here's De Bruyne. Oh, no, they're in. Saved by Henderson. Yes! Great defending. City are appealing for a penalty. That is incredible defending. How have they not scored there? Oh, my days. What a ball by De Bruyne. Saved. Henderson has been outstanding today. The defending is mad. What a game Henderson's had. To be fair, it's straight at him. He should save it. He gets a little deflection. But still, he's had an amazing game. Palace, I'm telling you, this will hurt City, you know. Losing a cup final against Palace. Jeez! Come on, Palace. They're hanging on. No, there's no penalty. City were appealing for handball or something. I will be so happy for Palace if they win this. How long? You know they're going to add on about 7 minutes at the end. There's no doubt. They want the drama. Get the likes up, people. 2,600 locked in. Big up the Twitch gang as well. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow. Arsenal, Newcastle. I think, is it 4 or 4:30 kickoff? I've probably enjoyed this game more than the Arsenal game tomorrow. Is it 4:30 tomorrow? I believe it is. Yes, 4:30. So I'll be live at 3:30. Wow, that's a disgraceful tackle. Come on, Eze. Pick him out. Go on, sir. Oh, he's over here. That's got to be a yellow card for the City player. Disgraceful challenge. That has to be a yellow card. Surely, man. He's wiped him out. The ref says play on. He might get booked afterwards. 7 minutes to go in the cup final. Crystal Palace 1, City 0. Plus time added on. I reckon there'll be 6-7 minutes at least. Here's Doku. Palace have been brilliant. Bernardo, look, he can't move. He's an old man. Oh! De Bruyne. He fouls Eddie Nketiah. Eddie. Edward. De Bruyne gets booked. What a sorry end to Kevin De Bruyne's Manchester City career. Remember, Palace have never, ever won a major trophy. This would be unbelievable. Forever a gunner, we lost the cup final to Birmingham, got knocked out by Southampton, I think. I would like to not talk about that right now, my friend. I want to focus on this downfall of Manchester City. We do not talk about that Obafemi Martins goal at Wembley, right? We keep that one quiet. Would you take Grealish for cheap over Rodrigo? Absolutely no chance. I wouldn't want anything to do with Jack Grealish. He's basically a fashion model now. I'd have took him when he was at Villa, not this version of him. No chance. Hate to see Kevin go out like this. Kevin! I don't mind, to be fair. He's caused a lot of pain for Arsenal over the years, so Kevin De Bruyne going out as a chump. There's no sadness from me. Look, he's giving the ball away as well. Eze, just chill, bro. Just chill, bro. Run down that time. 5 minutes to go. Come on, Palace. We're going to get a late goal for Palace. Deliver. Go on. Oh, and Nketiah made the run. He couldn't reach it. Come on, Palace. Play on. Eze, what you got? Calm. Hold them off. Keep the ball. Come on, Palace. This is a moment in football, you know, people. You've never seen this. Palace, Palace, Palace. We all like Palace, man. Take him on. 2v1. Here's Munoz. Drills it across. Oh, nobody got on the end of it. Too high. Come on, Palace. This is scenes. Oh, he's put too much power on it. Come on, Palace. Will Hughes coming on. Finish the job. I tell you what, this Wharton, I'm being serious. Baller. Proper centre midfielder. Puts a shift in. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Absolute baller. Work rate. Can pass. I think he's left-footed. Guy's quality. Will Hughes comes on. How is Will Hughes still in the Prem? I don't. He's just one of them. But there's a long way to go when you're playing against City. Barcelona fans supporting Palace. It's worldwide, bro. He should have clipped it in. I don't know why Munoz crossed it with so much power. Come on, Mitchell. Well done. Here's Eze. Too strong. See you later, De Bruyne. Give it him back. Yes, well done, Eddie. Eddie winning throw-ins at this point is like scoring a goal, you know. Waste another 20. I'm betting 7 minutes added on. I'm betting 7 minutes. There's no way they're going to let City just... Are they doing... What are they doing? Look at these Palace fans, man. I feel to go Wembley and celebrate with them. Palace, you know. Gundogan's on for Bernardo. We all want Palace to win. Come on, Palace. Keep going. 2 minutes left. I'm saying 7 minutes added on. Minimum. Minimum 7 minutes. Henderson's got the ball. We're all Palace. I do know the Palace chant, but I just don't know the words. So basically, I don't know the Palace chant. But, you know, I know the noise of it. Glad all over. That's what the community taught me today. Come on. Through ball. Eddie looks offside. He is offside. Come on, Eddie, man. How much added on? We've got 1 minute and 20 till the end of the 90. It's crazy, isn't it? Palace, FA Cup, Chelsea, Conference League. Tottenham have a chance in the Europa League. This could be a nightmare for a London club. No, he's giving me the say that you need me, say you need me, always be my. I'm feeling glad all over, yes, I'm glad all over. Yeah. Glad you're mine, you make me happy. Yeah, but that's the best I've got. I'm trying it. I'm trying. Big up though. Don't let Doku shoot. Yep, forced him wide. What, is there 10 minutes added on? You're joking. Surely not. For what? I told you, didn't I? It's corruption. It's corruption. I said, baby, what? I'm glad all over. Yeah, you man got me. Like P. Diddy lyrics you got me singing here. These lot will clip me up for that as well, to Ross. There's Doku. These Palace players must be shattered. They've put a hell of a shift in. Oh, no. City tries to chip it. Hey, that's rubbish. 10 minutes? Are you mad? For what? For what? I told you. Brown envelopes, man. I'm sorry. That is brown envelopes. 10 minutes for what, bro? These chants don't rhyme. I know. I'm trying to learn, people. I'm trying to learn. Pep's got 10 minutes. Are you crazy? You've given him nearly a quarter of the half back to have another go. Keep going. Come on. I'm telling you, Eddie and Ketty are 2-0. Tapping at the back post. We will be there. They've hardly... Oh, what kind of a header is that? You know what I've realised with City, their team's not very quick. Doesn't have a lot of pace apart from Doku, really. Savinho's got a bit of pace. Mamouche got a bit. I just think Mamouche has come off, actually, and Savinho. They're just quite a slow team. 10 minutes is corruption, bro. I'm telling you, there's no way this should be 10 minutes. Nah, no fake scores, man. You're holding a timeout minimum for that. Doku begging a penalty, no foul. Great defending. Palace, you've got to clear the ball better than that. Giving it straight back to them. Akanji. 9 minutes to go, people. Palace should have 10 men. No chance. Keep it moving, man. They look as slow as Arsenal. Yeah, we don't have a lot of pace, really, outside of maybe Martinelli. Saka's not that quick. Martinelli's probably our quickest player. Here's Doku. Doubled up on him. Tripled up on him now. Oh, he shifted him. Great header away. Comes out to the edge of the box. Kevin De Bruyne. Shot goes wide. Hey! It goes wide. Pep is struggling. Big time. I'm loving this, by the way. De Bruyne, man, he's going down like a chump. Man is... Am I sad for him? Not really. He's inflicted too much pain on Arsenal, so get him out of here. Get him out of here. Come on, Palace. What a moment this is going to be for them. Munoz fouls Doku on the halfway line. Beautiful strike. Yep, sliced across it. Pep needs his P45. Fraudiola. Trophyless season. Is Pep scratching his head? He doesn't look happy. He looks shell-shocked. He just looks like he don't know what day it is. Oh, De Bruyne, good ball. Great block. Yes! Palace win it back. They're just throwing bodies. Will Hughes kicks it away. City have it back. 6.5 minutes to go, people. What phase is the Palace manager in? Honestly, if he wins this trophy, doesn't look good on Arteta, does it? Man's winning trophies at Palace. Look at Eze. Look at Eze, bro. Look at Eze. He's just a chill guy. He's running rings around him, man. Nah. You can tell he was raised playing football in the cages, man. Just holding people off. Yo, man. Yo, chill, man. Look at him. Look. Just chill, bro. Wins the free kick. Not a lot of contact. Oh, he's a baller, man. He's a baller, bro. The guy's class. Class. Gets Echeverry booked. He hardly touched him. If Palace win to be brutal, does that mean Glasner has equalled Arteta's legacy in one season with 80 million spent? Just shows get a winning manager and you will win. Interesting. Glasner equals Arteta at 1 year in 1 year at Palace. Crazy. Eze screaming, come get me. Madness, bro. Eddie, win a corner. Oh, he loses it. Oh, no, that ain't. Oh, Eddie, what are you doing there? Diving, trying to win a free kick. City have it back. 5.5 minutes to go, people. Too much truth. Shall I just tweet that just to wind people up if they win? Here comes City. Doku twisting and turning. Loses it. Will Hughes clears it for a throw-in. Throw-in. Big up Mohammed. Hey, 20 memberships. Big up your damn self. Welcome to the 20 new members. Make sure your settings are turned on. Doku crosses it again. Rebound. It's cleared. Comes out to Gundogan. Their defending is unbelievable. 4.5 minutes to go. How slow is this 10 minutes going? Akanji crosses it into the area. Flicked on. Echeverry. It's blocked. They're appealing. That might have hit a hand. They're appealing for a penalty. That might have hit a hand. I hope not. City still have the ball. There's going to be a VAR check. I really hope that is not handball. I think when the ball goes out, there'll be a VAR check. City still have it. Out wide to Doku, left-hand side. You know what he wants to do. All game, he runs down the line and crosses it badly with his left. This game's going so slow. 3.5 minutes. They're forced all the way back to the halfway line. Ortega. Keep going, Palace. Big up Mohammed, gifting out the memberships to the community each and every time. Foden whips it in. That's a terrible cross. Bill Bowden settings, people. That is dreadful. It don't look like there is a VAR check. Yes! Scenes. Wow. Wow. City on the verge of losing the FA Cup final. Lima said, get Eze to the carpet ASAP. What a player. Munoz, I think he's won man of the match. Hell of a shift. Absolute hell of a shift. Palace. 2.5 minutes left. Will Hughes clips it down the line. City have it back. It's a throw-in. What we got left? 2 minutes. Just over 2 minutes. De Bruyne clips it in back post. Mitchell heads it away. Gundogan. Here's a Kanji. But I'm actually calling him Bowden. I was going to call him Bowden. Bill Bowden. Come on, Palace. That is terrible. Here we go. Goal kick to Palace. We're in the 98th minute. A minute and 50 seconds to go. Come on, Henderson. You got to take at least 20 seconds to be taking this goal kick. Palace fans, man. I can't believe it. Still Palace. Oh. Carl said, I'm going down to Wembley to drive Eze to the carpet. Do you know what I mean? Henderson kicks it long. Minute and 20 left of the cup final. Will City have one more chance? Great header by Palace. Eddie Nketiah is offside. Free kick to City. They're running out of time, people. They're running out of time. A minute to go. Will Pep go trophyless? 99 minutes gone. Free kick to City on the halfway line. They still don't want to clip it forward. De Bruyne. Surely now, all that pretty football's got to go out the window. He still doesn't want to cross it. Doku, he's going to lose it. You've got to foul him there, man. You can't let him get out. Doku's running around like a madman. Last chance. 30 seconds to go, people. This is the last chance. Doku. City just don't want to cross the ball. Hey! That is awful. 30 yards out on his left foot. The worst shot you've ever seen, Doku. Palace. They have won the FA Cup. They have won the FA Cup. I'm telling you, when this goal kick is taken, it should be the end of the game. I am so happy for Palace. Look, their fans are in tears. City are done. How is Doku shooting from 30 yards on his weaker foot? Oh, my days. Palace. I feel like a Palace fan. Blow the whistle, ref. There it is. Crystal Palace have won the FA Cup. Scenes. Scenes. Unbelievable. Wow. Eddie Nketiah wins the FA Cup. Can you believe it? Eze deserves it. Wow, South London is on fire, people. Crystal Palace have won the 2025 FA Cup. This is unbelievable. Everybody thought City were going to win it. Wow, absolute. Hold that, City. Hold that, fam. Hold that. Henderson saves a penalty. What's Pep doing? He's arguing with Palace players. Everybody sit down. Nobody talk. I'm going Croydon to celebrate with a man then. Yo, it's mad. Who was Pep arguing with then? Yo, Matt Turner and Nketiah. That is, I need to tweet that. Turner and Nketiah win the FA Cup. Wow. Wow. Pep's fuming. He's arguing with people. That is, what a game. What a game. Pep wants to fight people. They're in the Europa League, people. Are you mad? Palace, Europa League. Nah, that's crazy. Their first ever major trophy. They beat Man City. Look at them scenes, man. I'm telling you, even as an Arsenal fan, I would have took being there today as an Arsenal fan. We need to win trophies, man. Mohamed need Eze to the carpet. Big up to the community. Rodrigo and the Glock. 100%. Pick one, 5 Premier Leagues or 2 Champions Leagues. I want 2 Champions Leagues. I've seen multiple Premier Leagues. Sam, congratulations to Palace. Axel Foley has left Arsenal, won a trophy. Can you believe this, see? Foley now has more trophies than Saka thanks to Arteta. Brio said, man, them stand up. They beat City without Havertz. Bro. Eddie is an FA Cup winner. So is Matt Turner. Imagine that. Imagine that, people. Do I put the Glasner tweet out? Glasner in 1 year at Palace won as much as Arteta in 5 years. South London, stand up. Come on. Look, their fans are in tears. They can't believe it. Man, them FC. Palace, man. I'm delighted for them. Proper club. Good fan base. Play good football. Give young players a chance. Exciting players. Zaha, Balassi, Elise, Eze, Wharton, Munoz. They got ballers, man. Pep going trophyless, Arsenal fans laughing weird. Not that weird, bro, if you look at how much they spend and the manager that they've got. It's not really that weird. MJ, a real Manc team will win a trophy on Wednesday. Well, we will be there, guys. I hope you do win the trophy. AMSN, what phase is Glasner in? Sack Arteta, Inzaghi in. Anyway, I've dropped the Glasner tweet, so they'll be chomping like an XL bully online, people. Crazy. Delighted. Absolutely delighted. Dean Henderson won Palace that game. Shows the right recruitment and appointments can really make the difference. Yeah, 100%, bro. Says M5 resident. And Mish said, this win is for the man them. South London. Palace in Europe next season. Right, people, I'm going to round up. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Really enjoyed that game. Scratchy head incoming. Bro, he was on the pitch. He looked like he was going to try and fight people. Egg on your face. Eddie has shown you again. Not really, mate. He came on for 10 minutes and won 4 throw-ins. He played his part, but let's not pretend he was the difference. So, no, there was no egg, my friend. There was no egg, busy. Relax. All these phrases and no trophy. All these phases, sorry, and no trophies. Exactly. Mateta is going mad. Len said, thanks for the vibes. Listen, that was legit. That was one of my favourite games this season. Do you know what I mean? That was a brilliant game. Absolutely brilliant. Pep trophyless. Matt Turner more trophies than Arsenal this season. How? If I speak, I'm in big trouble. I've dropped 1 or 2 grenades on Twitter. They'll be going crazy. Glasner in 1 year at Palace has won as much as Arteta in 5. And Ketia and Matt Turner, FA Cup winners. Yeah, that's serious. Eze is a special player, man. I don't care. So if I speak, I'm suspended at least 6 months. Matt Turner. Mish said Chelsea, Spurs and Palace winning a trophy. London is up. Nah. We will be there for those finals. Real Betis and Man United. Hopefully they stop that from happening, you know. People, I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Brilliant game. Really enjoyed it. Look out. We're going to keep putting out short content as well for those of you that missed the stream so that you can catch up. But yeah, great stream. Fantastic cup final. 3:30 tomorrow. I'll be back for Arsenal against Newcastle. And it'll probably be a less enjoyable game than today. Congrats to Crystal Palace. Eze with the winner. What a player. Bring him to the carpet. Crystal Palace 1. Manchester City 0. FA Cup winners 2025. Crystal Palace, congrats. South London is going to be lit tonight. Take care, everyone. Bless.